All right. Hello, hello, hello. Dr. Alan Harper here, your Secure Vibe coder. And we are here for another live Secure Vibe coding session. We're building this app live. It's called uservibesOS.ai. The purpose of this app is to be an AI enhanced one stop shop for developers to collect vibes from their users throughout the user journey lifecycle. So whether that user is hitting the landing page or filling out a survey or a wait list or email list, or they already are a customer and maybe they're trying to hack you, we want to pick up those vibes, or maybe they have some feature requests or bug reports. We want to pick all that up. Okay, and we've been focusing right here on the blue box. That's our MVP, and that's our feedback module. We have that working. We've been polishing it now. It's looking pretty good. And its key functionality is feature requests and bug reports, and it's AI first, right? So we want to use AI to elicit from the users what the actual issue is, the deeper underlying reason why they're reporting it, so that we can not just fix, the button that's right in front of them. We actually understand what's underneath the button that they want. Or what the actual root of the problem is, because users are smart, but we often don't give them a good way to give us that information. So this is super valuable. This innovative stuff we're working on. We're vibe coding this. We are secure vibe coders. Hey 3Ds, welcome back. We are secure vibe coders. Again, you can learn about vibe coding elsewhere, but I promise you, they won't cover even a fifth of what we cover, in a whole session. They may mention security a couple times, but they just don't go as deep because they can't. All right, so hang out with me, like and subscribe. You can learn more about me with that QR code up there or link in the description. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, we've been working on this feature list here. We've been at it about 45 hours, so a little more than one work week spread out over about a month and a half. I took a few days off for Christmas and a little bit before that. But in that week, in that 45 hours, we've accomplished about 4 months worth of activity, and evidenced by this long feature list here. And all this stuff is working. Okay, so we have a very robust app right now, and we're just polishing it, right? We're fixing some things, we're making it smooth. We got some more of that to do tonight. Okay, so where we left off yesterday is we are chasing this bug with the modal. And here's the current state of it is we have this error that's coming up here. And what I want to do now is take that error, this is where we left off last night. I want to take this error and I want to feed it over to Claude Code. And I'm going to tell it that I'm getting this error. All right. Hey, guys, if you've joined me, drop a hello in the chat there. Let me know you're here. I'd appreciate it. Wow, that's a lot of changes to the file. Okay. Going to go ahead and delete the package and rebuild it. Reinstall it, I should say, in the test site. Okay. Directly to the voids iframe reload. Okay, please restart your test server and try the modal button. You should see these log entries. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Tonight it's telling us just to go ahead and restart the test server. Last night it was saying restart the main server. Anyway, anywho, let's go ahead and comply and restart our test server. Where we at? Test site right here. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Okay, restarted it. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh. I already see the error is gone, which is good. Oh, must have closed let's see here, reopen, close tab. Hit the X. Okay, that's not good. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, somehow it crashed the main site too. Ah, it's this build stuff. That's indicative of, you see the Next.js files are missing. This is why I don't like Claude Code to do builds on my behalf. I will do the builds. Thank you. Let me go ahead and restart this one again for good measure. Okay, so let's go back and okay. And then we also have test no localhost 3001. Okay, let's see here. Okay, just get my tabs organized. All right, so here's our main page, and here's the test site. Okay, that's better. Okay, all that's working. Okay, now let's go ahead and submit an idea. And here's the magic moment. Oh, sweet. At least we got a full page modal, but it's not showing the actual questionnaire. Okay, and okay, hold on a second. Let's try that again. Okay, wait one here. That's progress. Now we have a full page modal, but we're not seeing the actual AI chat interface within it. I bet it's all that stuff that it deleted. What it's saying is the Z index was too low, or it's high, but it's within the iframe, and that's inside of a web component. So it's a layering issue. That's what it's saying. We'll see. Okay, restart your test server. Okay. It keeps breaking the. I want to see where it's doing that. Where is it building? It's right here. That's the issue. Of course, that one failed, but somewhere up in here, it's deleting that code, and it keeps doing it. Okay, well, the fix for that, and you know what? This might be why it kept wanting me to restart the server last night because it avoids that problem. Betcha. Figuring it out piece by piece. Let's see. Okay, that's working. Okay, test site. Okay, fingers crossed. No. Okay, no change here. The modal is going full page, but there's no dialogue. Look, you've made this worse. The dialogue was working before. So 2 changes ago, I think you deleted something that is causing this. So go back and look at that change 2 prompts ago, and figure out what changed in that move, and make sure that we fix it. Hey, John. Hey, I see your chat, John. I don't have a Discord, not for this. I have other Discords, but not for this conversation. So, but if you want to connect with me, get with me up in my free mentoring group. You can join my school group. I have 8,000 people in there, but you can DM me in there, and we can communicate there if you need to. Again, QR code above or link in the description below. Thanks for asking, though. Yeah, so what we do here is secure vibe coding. That's what distinguishes us. I've been doing security for 36 years now, more than most of you have been born. And I've written 7 books on cybersecurity. The most notable is Gray Hat Hacking, The Ethical Hacker's Handbook. That's my book. Okay, so if you want to check me out, you can Google me up, Dr. Alan Harper. You'll find out all kinds of stuff. I've been involved in cyber forever. Used to speak at Black Hat and DEF CON and different places. And anyway, but now what I'm doing here is helping people bring cybersecurity into AI as it relates to vibe coding. So I'm super interested in that and trying to make the world a better place, one app at a time. Okay. All right. Let's focus here. Yeah, here's that command right there. That's deleting all that stuff. I'm tempted to tell it to stop doing that, but it probably needs to delete that stuff just to get the cache out. Because I think this is a problem that we ran into last night, is we kept having stuff cached, right? It's no big deal. We can restart those servers. Every time we restart that dev server, it rebuilds that stuff. Okay, so let's see what it said. Says it removed the position fixed from the iframe in the last change. Now he's restored it. Okay. Mm, okay. Let's see. Let me get rid of this one. It keeps confusing me. Okay. Move these two next to each other. Okay. Let's see what we got now. No, that didn't look good. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah, that's not running. Oh. Killed the wrong one. We need 3001. There it is. Okay. Rookie mistakes. Come on now. I have other apps running, and I already have something on 3000, so I moved this one to 3001, and so that stuff just is irritating more than anything. Okay. All right. Sweet. You see that? That's what we were spending the last couple hours trying to make happen, full screen. Okay. Nice clean modal with our prompt in it. Let's see here. Test. Make sure all that stuff's working. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's got all the prompt. You can tell because it's trying to get the feature request out of me. Sweet, guys. Finally. All right, that's a win. We'll take it. Okay. Got to celebrate the wins. You got to pat ourselves in the back when we get a breakthrough like that. That's a big deal, guys. We need to figure this modal thing out because we're going to do more of that. Okay. So now in the future, what we can do is say, check out the modal, that we use for the bug reports. And let's see if the other one's working too. That was feature request. Let's see this one here. Yeah. Okay. That's working too. Now, all right. Hey, that's awesome. Now, I notice, yeah, hey, thank you, 3Ds. Persistence, man, that's what it takes. And then, just not giving up. Tenacity. All right, now, I noticed something before when I was playing with this a couple of days ago or a week ago or so before the break, that our AI is really well tuned for it's a little chatty, but it's well tuned for the feature request, not so much for the bug reports. And that's because we did one size fits all. So what we need to do is tell it. So for example, at the end of the bug reports here, we have these fields that need to be filled in. And right now, all we're doing is getting like the title and what happened. We're not getting the steps to reproduce the expected behavior, the actual behavior, so forth. So we're not getting this information, and we're also not asking them if they have a screenshot for us. Okay, so because of that, we're getting like, we're kind of half doing this screen. Okay, so I want to fix that. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it when it's on the feature request to ask no more than 4 clarifying questions. Because I notice it's a bit chatty and it gets annoying, and I want it to be very concise. Okay, so let's do that first. Okay, that works great. Go ahead and check that in on a commit on a feature branch, and then push a PR for that. Now, before I do that PR, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, because this is faster. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just opening. I have another Claude Code instance here. And I'm just going to say security review. because I noticed this is faster than letting it run in the cloud. It should just take a minute or two. Okay. One thing I've noticed here, and I'm a little sloppy on this, and I shouldn't be, that we've been working on the main branch here. I should be off working like on another branch, and really probably soon I'll set up that separate preview environment. I like to have a test branch that I work off of, or you could work off a dev branch, but you should leave your main alone. You should leave your main just for pull request or sometimes merges. It's just better hygiene. Okay. You want to separate these because then you have one more way that you can revert, like, and not mess up your main. Pro tip there, but I haven't been following it. I've been sloppy here. Part of the problem with doing these streams that I don't think clearly because I talk too much. When it's just me, I can sit here and reflect and make sure I get it right. But hey, that's no fun. I'm having fun with you guys. Hope you guys are having fun. Learning, looking over the shoulder of an expert. 3Ds, I want to see that app get finished that you're working on, man, so you can drop it in here and promote it. Got to get moving. Keeps focus on a PR. I think because I dropped into a chat over here that was in the middle of a PR, so I probably just gummed this all up. Let me just stop all this. Exit. Pod. Security review. You know, the other thing I need to do is go ahead and what I'm going to do is just restart this Claude so that it's fresh, because I think we run into that yesterday too, and 3Ds even told me we should probably restart this. We were into the dumb zone last night, but it seems like we popped out of it. Okay, I'm not going to hit return on that. I just copy pasted that prompt. So now I'm working with the fresh stuff here. Okay. This is kind of weird. It's saying that it will follow the 3-step process I outlined. This is a built-in command from Claude. I didn't outline the process for that. Okay. It may be reading something from my from one of my skills or something too. How's your projects going, 3Ds? I know you got like 6 of them going there. How are they looking? Okay, I think this is part of that three-part process. Is it runs a scan, and then it checks for false positives and eliminates those from the report, which is good. That's a good thing. You have two types of errors in cybersecurity. You have false positives and false negatives. I would much rather have false positives than false negatives. False positives are like false alerts. They're annoying. You can spend a lot of energy, but in the end, you don't get hurt. A false negative means that, like, we didn't get an alert, and that was false, and there is actually a vulnerability there, and that's when you get stung. So in my career, false negatives is what has kept me up most at night, is worrying about what I don't know, what I can't detect, the 0 days, and so forth. That's the dangerous side of cybersecurity. You can recover from false positives. It's hard to recover from false negatives. That's how you get hacked. So that's one of the reasons why we put so many layers in, so that we reduce our false negatives. Three Ds, I'm curious, what's the temperature like where you're at now? It's cold here today, which is abnormal. Well, for this time of year, it might be normal, but I'm in Florida and it's 55 degrees, and that's pretty cold. We got coats on. That's Fahrenheit. Um, but it'll be like that for about another month, and then it warms up pretty quickly. Okay, here we go. No vulnerabilities found. That's what I want to see. Okay, cool. So now what we can do is go ahead and push this PR, and we should get similar results on that. No vulnerabilities found, or if it does find anything, it should be minor. Okay. Now that we've got that fixed and or working, let's move on. And what I'll do is come down here and say, okay, for the let me see how I want to do this. For our AI chat interface, for our bug reports and our feature request, I want to reduce the number of queries that we currently are asking the user to clarify. I want you to ask no more than 4 clarifying questions. Okay, so you need to be concise, you need to get to the point, and you need to ask no more than 4 clarifying questions on either the feature request or the bug report. So implement that change in a minor, minimal way. Okay. And before I do that, I want to make sure that we get like this commit going, because I want to collapse these files over here. I want to get them out of here and checked in. Okay, so there they go. What it did, I asked it to do this, but what it did is it made a feature branch, and then what it's going to do now is turn that feature branch into a PR. That's good practice, because if you're ever checking the PR, like if you have multiple people on your team, you can actually then just open up the branch and that code will be running, right? And so that's a smart way to do it. Again, GitHub is super powerful, but you got to use the functionality in it. Okay, so here, okay, that goes ahead and pushes that feature branch up. Okay, so now I'm free to go ahead and start messing with this, but I'll just get this, make sure this is all, okay, get that PR going. Since I restarted these sessions, it's asking me for permission a lot. Okay, cool. All right. By the way, I just want to throw this in for you guys that are more advanced. I don't know if you're paying attention, but there's some new agentic stuff happening in the AI world. Anthropic, naturally. is leading the charge with long-running agents workflows. And they actually had a blog about a month ago. I think I might have mentioned this, but there's a couple guys out there that are really up in their game and making vibe coding cool again, if you want to call it that. What they've done is they basically, Anthropic has released a new little starter kit as part of that blog. If you just Google Anthropic long running agents, you'll find this blog. And in that blog, they describe and they give a sample code of how you can let agents run for 24 hours and build an app for you overnight. And it puts it on this loop. And the loop keeps the context windows clean and keeps them out of the dumb zone. And it spins up sub agents and it shuts them down, and it checks and it runs tests consistently with the browser plugin. And that's the slow part of it, and that's probably why it takes 24 hours. But you can run and you can run these things for days, actually, for complex apps. And that's some powerful stuff. I'm going to get to that. And I'm going to start implementing some of that. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Okay. All right, so we've got this pull request running. I'm going to leave it now, and I'm going to go over here and do this thing. And Cole Medine, I'll give him credit. He's awesome. He's got a really cool video out there of running long-term agents, and he links it to Linear. And I've learned from that and actually have that working on a little side project of mine, where I'm letting Linear drive Claude Code. But I'm kind of experimenting with that. It's not ready for prime time yet, but that's where I'm heading. Okay, I see your note here, 3Ds. It's hot here at the moment. We're currently in summer, upper 20s, 28 Celsius. What is that for Fahrenheit? Let's see what you call hot. '82. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's because you're in that southern hemisphere. You're closer to the sun. Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. How cold does it get in the winter for you guys? Or I guess, I don't know, would it be in the summer? Like in June or so, what's it like there? Okay. Okay, cool. It said that we already limited it to 3 to 5, but I wasn't seeing it. Maybe it was the 5 that was annoying me, so we're going to back it down to 4. Okay, that's all good. Okay, I'll give you another little peek behind the curtain of where I'm heading. Last night we were talking about, or maybe it was 2 nights ago, we were talking about prompt injection. I think it was 2 nights ago. And that's the Achilles heel of all of this stuff. The way prompt injection works is like anytime you're using AI, you want to be very careful that you're trying to filter as good as you can using a combination of whitelist and blacklist and heuristics, ultimately, to detect if somebody's trying to manipulate your model and get it to jailbreak or reveal its system prompt or do what it shouldn't do, right? And I came across a really cool tool called Portkey. And so, pro tip for you, go out and look at this. I was playing around with it earlier today. Portkey allows you to set up what's called an AI gateway. So instead of going straight to the AI model, you go through these guys, and what their claim to fame is that they make a really fast, like a couple millisecond determination for you of whether that request is good. They check it on the input and the response. And so, hey man, that's awesome. It's like a firewall for your LLM. Okay. Like a deep packet inspection firewall. There's a number of these out there now. And yeah, check this port key out. I looked at 4 or 5 of them today, different ones, and some of them could be pricey, and some of them don't even give away the price, which is a red flag. These guys have a generous free plan, and then they step up into a $50 a month plan, like if you really send a lot of packets to it. So I'm experimenting with that, and I'm going to be folding that in here soon. So yeah, you want to do what you can, like this is a big weak spot that we have right now in the field in general, across all AI, is prompt injection. It's what's keeping, like, check this out. It's what's keeping us from going whole hog into using browsers to do things with AI. Because imagine this: imagine a hacker sets up a nasty prompt on an image or on a piece of text or JavaScript or something on a website, and your browser use agent goes out because you told it to go out and do some research, and it comes across that page and it sucks it in, and then it just starts like taking over that LLM that's running in your app, and now you get hacked through that. This has always been an issue. We used to call it command injection. Now it's a flavor of that called prompt injection. And so it's an input validation issue. That's the heart of it. But it's more subtle than that, because we're talking about English now. We're not talking about purely JavaScript, or some language that we can detect really easily and marshal it and regulate it. We're talking about the English language. So, or maybe some foreign language, because LLMs can speak in foreign languages. So it changed the game. And so if we can hide behind a tool for now that will take that pressure off of us, then I'm all for that. Okay, that'll get cheaper over time. It'll get better, but like we need help. So check that out. Portkey, generous free plan. Okay, where are we at? Okay, hard limit of 4 questions. Okay, good. All right, so I'm not going to bother checking that in yet because it just changed a couple of system prompts. All right, now let's fix that other issue that we have, which is back here, and then that'll probably be all we'll do tonight. Okay. Okay, I want to get a screenshot of this so I can see it while I'm talking. Okay. All right. Okay, that's great. All right, separate topic. On the bug report, we are using AI, but not as effectively as we are on the idea request or the feature request. The reason is because on the bug report, we have multiple fields on that form. We have steps to reproduce, expected behavior, actual behavior, and a screenshot potentially. And in our AI discussion, we're not teasing out that stuff. Okay, so for the bug report, I want to make sure that you're asking questions and are teasing out those extra fields. And I will let you go up to 7 questions if you need it for that, to get that extra detail on the bug reports. Make sure that we fill all of that stuff into those forms after the conversation, including a screenshot. Okay. Okay, on the screenshot, I think what I'll do is I'll just ask the user to add that screenshot if they have it. Um, for the screenshot, just ask them if they have a screenshot or if they can produce a screenshot of the bug and to go ahead and upload it to the form after this conversation. Okay, that's cleaner. I don't get too crazy with this AI bot. But I did notice the other day when we were messing with this that it basically, like when we were testing it, it would fill out after the conversation. It had enough information for the bug title and what happened, but it didn't go into. You'll remember, maybe you probably weren't noticing, like I was, that it didn't have enough context to fill out these other areas, nor did it even try. So now I'm going to make it do that. Right? What's the point of having this whole form if the AI bot won't fill it out for you? Okay. Okay, we're jamming tonight, making big progress. Yeah, hey, good point. 3Ds are using emojis to inject too. Yeah, man, they're sneaky. Yeah, man, sneaky. Ellie, are you out there? Okay. Okay, pay attention. Okay, see all this validated text stuff? That's all of our input validations. Okay, that's all security stuff. Okay, got some TypeScript errors. Fix that. Okay, I'm gonna go check on how this. I'm just gonna check on this pull request and see how it's doing. I hate when it goes up to another screen. Still doing. All right. Okay, testing. Okay, approved with minor recommendations. Okay. Secure. Minor issue, backwards compatibility, fallback. Okay, risk is low. I'm not worried about that. Okay, input sanitization. All this stuff's good. Okay, clean results. OWASP top 10. Good. Conclusion. Good. Okay, here's one. Wildcard origin fallback defeats security. Okay, let's check that out. Oh, is that what it was telling me above? Let's see, input validation. Couple medium issues. Okay. Height update messages. So this is part of it being non-deterministic. We ran this same security command locally, and it didn't catch this. When we run it up in the cloud, it catches this. Okay, let's see what this is. The fallback to this completely defeats the origin validation mechanism when parent origin isn't set. Yeah, so what it's saying is, okay, hold on. Let me just see where this is at. Feature request widget. Yeah. Target origin. Okay, so what we need to do is get rid of this fallback. This fallback of a star here basically like bypasses the whole security mechanism, but I'm still trying to understand it. Here's the recommendation: remove the wildcard fallback. Queue the messages up until the parent origin is established. Okay. This is the same thing. The first two, yeah, that's an easy fix. Like we can force it to see, it's saying HTTP or HTTPS. Now we want to make sure that it's, hold on a second. We're doing local testing. Okay, hold on a second. What I'm trying to think through is this going to affect just us or our users? And I think it's just us. In other words, I think this allow origins forces them up to us, and then we have a local exception here too. And that's the way I'm reading this. So I think this is safe for us to push up, because if we don't do this, then what it's saying is that an attacker can intercept this packet and they can put their own origin in there. Okay. All right, I like that. So I'm going to tell it to fix the first two on that PR. Okay, I see two findings on the security review, a critical and a high, that we need to fix on that PR. So I want you to fix those on that feature branch and re-push that up, and so that PR runs again. These have to do with the origin and the wildcard. Fix those. In terms of the origin, use either localhost port 3000 or 3001. Have you guys been aware of Agent Zero? Have you ever heard of Agent Zero? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you've used or heard of Agent Zero. Making sure this thing's doing what we told it to do. Okay. Yeah, that's the list that I wanted it to put in. Okay. All right. Hey, 3Ds. Agent Zero. I don't know if you saw the YouTube release. This guy named David OJ, who's from Europe, he was the mentor of the creator of Agent Zero. Agent Zero just bought the app. It was called, I want to say Vercel or no, Vertex, Vectel. They just bought Vectel for 1.8 million with an M, and they vibe coded that app, guys. Vectel was vibe coded, and it just got bought by 1.8 million. I'm sure a lot of that is equity and stuff, but regardless, 1.8 valuation. And they're going to combine teams now. They're going to do some amazing things with Agent Zero. I've always liked Agent Zero. What I don't like about it is it's very opinionated, away from the big frontier models. It's like, yeah, you can use Claude, or I mean, you can use Anthropic, but you can't run like the Agent SDK under it, because they got their own agent loop, and that's the only thing I don't care about Agent Zero. Otherwise, I'd be all over it because I love the sandbox nature of it. Yeah, David's not a developer. He vibe coded that thing, and he hired a couple people once he got going. But still, he's already up over like 100K of ARR, and that's why they got bought. So, like, what that proves is audience first. Like, he already had a following, and like you can't not make money if you have a following. Okay, so like it just money follows the attention. And that's how he got all his users in Vectel. Like, I don't even like the app. Like, to me, like, what do you need a to-do list like that for? But enough people liked it that, he got his ARR up, and now he just got bought. Like, hey, that's a win, man. Good for him. Good for him, man. We all need that. That's encouraging. Okay. So there's something called Claude. There's another one that I'll tell you about, that you can run Claude Code in a Docker container. How about that? I'm looking to do that. I'm looking to build my own instance of Claude Code running in a container. And there's two things you can do. You can run this tool called, right here, I'll pull it up. Claudito. Find that on GitHub, Claudito. And then there's another one. I wish I had a good way to chat this to you guys. There's another tool called Happy that you run with that, and it gives you a remote interface to your Claude Code. Happy. So find Claudito and Happy on GitHub. Claudito, Claude with no E on the end, then ITO. And this runs, Claude in a Docker container. It's well maintained. Just, a couple months ago, they pushed stuff to it. And then Happy gives you like a secure, end-to-end encrypted tunnel to where you can run Claude Code at your house and be on your mobile app and like control it. How cool is that? And if it's running inside of that Docker container, even better. Right, because again, that helps you even on injection attacks. Because even if they take over the LLM and all, they're contained within the Docker container. See, I love that notion, and that's what Agent Zero's got going for him. That's huge, guys. Like, nobody else is doing that. Like, name another agent out there that runs within a Docker container. I'm waiting. There is none that I'm aware of. I'm pretty up on this stuff. So that's what I love about Agent Zero. I just wish they would be a little more flexible in their agent loop and let you like bring your own like Claude Code. Um, maybe we'll have to write our own, guys. Their code is all open source, so maybe we just go out there and we just fork it and drop Claude Code as the heart of Agent Zero. What would we call it? Agent Claude or something. I don't know. Just joking. Okay, where we at? Focus. Okay, it's asking us if we want to make this security change. Okay, I'm mixing issues. That's not a good idea. Like I'm making security fixes and I'm also making a feature over here, and that's usually stupid. But feeling lucky tonight. Okay, so this bug report thing should be working now. Okay, as soon as we fix this other thing, I'm going to test it. And we're probably breaking something over here with the widget. Yep, so we're probably going to have to restart our servers. What's going on here? Okay. Now, I don't want to jinx myself, but you notice how Claude Code's a little sharper tonight? I'm telling you guys, I can feel it. I use it so much, I can feel when it's good and when it's dumb. I think, like, if you've been doing it like I am, like, I think you recognize that too. Okay, it's asking if I want to commit those changes. Okay, it just added the files it needed for that commit right here. It staged it for it. Okay, I just didn't want to commit it all. Go ahead and yes, do that. Okay, now let's roll the dice, guys. Let's go test this thing. This is usually when it goes off the rails. What I need to do is restart my servers. Okay. Okay. Fingers crossed. Why is the height restricted to this all of a sudden? Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Okay. The blue button on the dashboard does not work. Okay, it's being empathetic. Oh, that's frustrating. I want to make sure I understand. When you click on the blue button, what happens? Nothing. It just doesn't do anything. Like it's supposed to generate a report, and it's doing nothing. They got it. So you're expecting to generate a report, but it's just sitting there. How often are you trying to use this report feature? Is this something you need regularly, or did you just discover it wasn't working? Yeah, I just discovered it. I don't know when it started doing that, but you just need to fix it. Just to help us track this down, when you click on the button, do you see any error message pop up? Okay, these are good questions. Now, I don't see any errors or anything. It just like, it's like nothing happened. It's like the button doesn't work. Okay. All right, it said thank you for providing all that context, and then it went ahead, it extracted the goal, okay, pain points, okay, and then it filled this stuff out. But where's the freaking rest of the stuff? Oh, crap. I was on the feature request tab. Okay, that all looks good, but it shouldn't have taken that as a feature request. That's another issue. All right, let me come over here to bug reports. That was stupid. All right, here we are. We've got all of our whole form here, but you see how it's like, it's only half page now? We'll fix that. Okay, the blue button's not working on the dashboard. Okay, I just try to click on the blue button and it's not doing anything. There's no error or anything. I needed to produce a report and it's not doing it. Okay, it's definitely not right. Just to be clear, when you click on the button, does the page stay exactly? It stays exactly the same. No spinner or anything. One more thing to help us pinpoint this. What browser are you using? Okay, I'm using Chrome on Mac. Just to make sure we can reproduce exactly. When you say you click on the blue button on the dashboard, is that the very first thing you do after logging in, or do you guys? No, that's it. That's the first thing. Okay, I probably shouldn't have gave it 7 questions. This is the first I noticed it. Okay, it says, thanks for explaining all that detail. Okay, look here, guys. It filled in all those fields now. Wonderful. It didn't ask us if we could produce a screenshot for it or not. Okay, but hey, I'll take that. Now, a couple things. First of all, let's go ahead and submit that and make sure it handles it properly on the back end. Okay, that all worked fine and perfect, actually. Now the problem is that the widget is only showing up on half of the height of the page all of a sudden. It should scroll down to the full length of the page at least. Yeah, I like the idea of containing it to just the page height because, like, I don't want it to scroll on forever because, like, the site might have several hundred issues or bugs reported, right? So you don't want it to scroll unnecessarily, but like at least the full page should be available or should be visible. So I'm seeing what is changing here. Max height 95, vertical height, I think that's a percentage, but that 80 didn't even look right. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, that's right. These are percentages. Something ain't right there. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna show it. It looks like it's only showing about 55% of the page height. See the screenshot. Okay, do I have to cache or something open? Now, what I'm curious is, what did it change recently with the height that would even be causing that? It got rid of the max here, and it's just doing height now, using Flex 1. Nope, that didn't fix crap. Okay, what it looks like, it's the outer container That didn't change anything. It looks like maybe it's the outer container. Is this just the test site, how it's calling the widget? Maybe that needs to be adjusted. It's maybe unnecessarily restricting the outer container. Also, I want to know what we changed recently because this only 2 prompts ago, this started happening. Okay, let's go see how all that stuff came back into the back end. Okay, so here they are. Okay, the Y analysis came with the prompt handoff mode. Okay, and then over here, let's see what it did. Okay, likewise, we got the Y analysis. We've got a prompt handoff here. Okay, and then we've got like actual content filled in, including the browser environment. Sweet. Notice what it does is it's grabbing the actual user agent. So it really probably doesn't need to ask what browser it's using. I like how it's pulling that in automatically from the user. We didn't even ask it to do that. How cool is that? I'll tell you guys, that's a darn good bug report. A developer could work with that. You ought to see some of the bug reports I get. Oh my goodness. But it's my own fault. I'm not asking enough questions. I need to use AI to do that, you see. Sweet. That's working, guys. Okay, now what's going on back here? Okay, it says it sees the issue, but it always says that. Don't be messing with that Z index, man. Okay, testing on the main app. What I'm wondering is, do I have to like restart my servers again? Yes, it definitely wasn't restricting it like that before. No way I would have noticed that. See the screenshot. This is on the test site using the widget. As you can see, it's nowhere near 95%. There's some outer container that's restricting it. Evaluate that. Oh, look what it did. It's messing with the modal, not the outer. Hold on a second. I see what you're doing. You're adjusting the height of the modal. No, set that back to where it was. It should probably be the height of the actual questionnaire should be reset. What I'm talking about is the outer container of the widget as shown in the screenshot. I see what it's doing. See, look here. When I open up the modal, notice how the modal is taking up 95% of the space here. That's what it was adjusting. I'm telling it now to put that back the way it was and fix the actual outer there. See, that's back to the way it should be. But now what it's going to do is hopefully fix the outer container here. Okay. Come on now. Fix it. Right here. There's an absolute height of 600 pixels in there. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Okay, now it's got to rebuild the package. Okay, now it's saying it's not even saying to redo those pages or the servers. Let's see how lucky we are. Yeah, I'll be darned. See, I didn't even have to restart my server. Now that's the proper behavior right there. It's only one page tall. In fact, if I get rid of this thing down here, see, there's really no scrolling, but there's scrolling in here because there's lots of issues. Okay, guys. We are done for the night, and we are at a really good stopping point here. Let me go ahead and push this up. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I wanted to tell it. I don't think so. Okay, we are at a good stopping point. That all works perfectly now. Go ahead and make a feature branch on this and push this PR up. Okay. All right, guys. We did it. We did it. We accomplished a lot tonight. Yeah. Hey, Yami. Continuing from yesterday, fixed those bugs that we had yesterday. Everything's looking great. And we're rolling, man. Yeah. Hey. All right. 3Ds inside of my community, go into Classroom and look at the red courses and try to click on one of them, and you'll see then how to sign up for them. Okay, and that's how you get into my. I have 2 different levels of mentoring group currently, so that's where you can find that. All right, anyone else that wants to learn more about me, check out the QR code up here or the link down in the description. That gets you into my school group where I have 8,000 or just short of 8,000 people. Most of them are in the free part of it, but if you want to really nerd out on this stuff and let me come alongside you and actually help you build your apps, then sign up for my paid mentoring. You'll find out about that inside. Part of that, it comes with the Secure Vibe Coding Masterclass, where I have 10 modules of all of this stuff in detail. But then more importantly, you get access to me and we meet weekly, meet with those teams weekly. You also get a one-on-one meeting with me so that I can get to know you and learn about your projects. All right. Hey, Yami, that's you. I'm looking at you. You've been here a couple of times. No, I appreciate you. All right. Hey, yeah, had a really fruitful night, guys. We've cleaned up some stuff. This thing's getting polished. A couple gems that I passed along the way is check out that port key. That's an AI gateway that allows you to help with prompt injection. Because I just learned about that today. You pass all your AI calls through Portkey, and their claim to fame is that they're lightning fast, like just a couple milliseconds, and then they will like check this. They'll check the prompt going in and the response coming back to make sure that like somebody's not messing with you. So I'm looking into that. Like during the day, I'm researching that, and I'm probably going to roll that into this product here soon. And then we talked about a couple other tools too, but I won't repeat all that. All right, hey guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. And again, check me out online. Check out my QR code or my link below, and join my free mentoring. Dropping value in there every day. You'll find a 30-day challenge in there that'll get you going on this stuff, get you smarter on secure vibe coding. And then you can also find out about my secure vibe coding masterclass inside of there. Hey, all right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you. And again, you guys take care. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow night. By the way, that's New Year's Eve over here, but it's 8 p.m. New York time, so 4 hours before the ball drops. 3Ds will already be in the new year, and some of you other guys around the world as well. So if I don't catch you before then, have a happy new year, and I'll see you next year.